Switching gears now, the Central Bank of Nigeria has asked the Federal High Court in Abuja to dismiss the forfeiture application of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission regarding a 2.7 billion naira property used as collateral. The property, located at plot 781 Cadastral Zone 001 Karmo District in Abuja, was used to secure a loan from the CBN through the Nigerian incentive-based risk-sharing system for agricultural lending. A judge on September 3, 2024, granted the interim forfeiture application filed by the anti-graft agency. The Apex Court said the loan was secured by a third-party collateral belonging to Messrs Toks Properties Limited, which served as surety for the loan transaction. At the resumption of hearing on Thursday, Joseph Abah, counsel of the CBN, and another counsel representing Salis Ventilated Homes Limited, told the court that they had separately filed applications to join as defendants in the EFCC forfeiture case. After the parties' arguments, Nwite adjourned the case to May 21, 2025 for the hearing of all pending applications. For more on this, we're joined by Alesta Wilcox, a chartered accountant and public policy analyst here in Lagos. You're welcome, sir. Good to have you here this evening.
Thanks for having me.
Great. Mr. Wilcox, if you can please tell, I'm sure it wouldn't be difficult to tell what the actual designation of the building is or who it is. I mean, why do we need the courts in the first place to tell us who owns what, especially as touching two institutions of governments that should drive on integrity?
Well, with recent pronouncements of what's happening in Nigeria today, I am at a loss as to really what laws are in Nigeria and why we have this kind of barrages of inconsistencies and some of the rulings that we have. Naturally, one would not have expected CBN and EFCC to be at daggers drawn over the property or a secured property or not a secured property. Naturally, because CBN is a government agency, federal government agency, EFCC, the same thing. So one would have expected that when there is an issue, the two agencies will sit down and discuss and not resort to the court. But because today the courts are now tools in the hands of the mighty to adjudicate and obtain either justice or injustice against the system. That's what the court is known today to be for, majority of the courts, and that is quite unfortunate. So as far as this case is concerned, while I'm not abreast of the nitty-gritty of the matter, but the fact that CBN and EFCC are in court over forfeiture of a collateral property, I think it's more disheartening, and I really cannot find a nexus as to how to even analyze why that situation should have occurred in the first instance. Who are the parties to this case? And I'm sure other people have, I wish lawyers are here to help us make a better sense of it. But as far as I'm concerned, it's Central Bank of Nigeria and the EFCC being in court over forfeiture of a collateral property. It's rather sad and unfortunate.
Now, Mr. Wilcox, many people are, they're putting two and two together. They're asking questions out there to see these two institutions go head to head. The question now is whether this is a legal battle or whether it's a political battle. What are your thoughts?
Well, it might have every attachment of the both, because politics plays out and then it ends up looking for a legal angle. I mean, we know what's happened in Lagos in Rivers State recently, and with the kind of judgment that you had. So when the politics become legal, and then when you play politics and then you take it to the court, and the party that can find its way around the system gets victory, it becomes legal. So, but Nigerians will be wondering, what really is the interest of CBN in opposing EFCC? Now, EFCC is an anti-graft agency. Now, before EFCC goes to court, there must have been some element of graft embedded in that transaction. And they must have seen that, they must have investigated the issue and find out that there are issues around corruption and grafts and things that are not clear, that are not wholesome in terms of transaction.
Right,
so, but for EFCC, but for CBN to intervene and oppose, for me, it shows that there is more politics than legal trying to play out in the whole matter. That's just what I can say about it.
All right. Well, thank you very much for giving us your own 2 pence or 2 copper. Mr. Wilcox, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me. It's my pleasure.
Yes, indeed.